It was the image that silenced timelines and redefined luxury in a single frame. Gucci's US team has officially released the first promotional visual of their upcoming Winter 2025 global campaign, featuring none other than Jin of BTS, who appears in a completely new, daringly refined look that fashion critics are already calling a masterclass in soft masculinity and futuristic luxury. Dressed in a shimmering silver metallic trouser, a fitted white rib tank top, and a hand-knitted ivory lace outerwear piece, Jin exudes effortless poise, breaking traditional menswear boundaries while simultaneously owning every detail with his signature quiet confidence. The layered turquoise gemstone necklaces add a nostalgic yet refined edge, giving the ensemble a modern relic energy. It's Gucci, reimagined. It's Jin, reborn. The look was unveiled during an exclusive pre-campaign teaser shoot inside Gucci's flagship creative studio in Soho, New York. According to brand insiders, the outfit was specially curated for Jin by Gucci's head stylists, designed to embody the evolving language of male beauty in a post-digital world where softness no longer contradicts power, and fashion dares to be both gentle and striking. "This is more than a look," said one of Gucci's lead creative directors. "This is a statement. Jin is showing the world what masculinity can be: free, elegant, and fluid. He doesn't wear fashion. He becomes the aesthetic." Fashion publications from Vogue to Dazed immediately seized upon the release, dubbing it the most important fashion image of Q4. The Korean fashion community is in full celebration mode, noting how Jin continues to elevate the global perception of K-pop stars not just as idols, but as high fashion fixtures. Social media echoed this sentiment, as hashtags like #Jin for Gucci, #Gucci King Jin, and #Seokjin fashion icon trended within hours across 50 countries. Gucci has now confirmed that this visual will be used for print and digital global campaigns launching in December. The campaign, reportedly titled "Stillness Divided by Movement," will focus on capturing the tension between solitude and spotlight, tradition and rebellion. Jin's image will grace billboards in New York, Seoul, Paris, and Milan, and will be integrated into exclusive display windows in Gucci's flagship stores. Fans are already preparing tributes. Digital artists have recreated his look in hundreds of stylized posters. Photographers are dissecting the lighting and texture. Even fellow celebrities have begun reposting the image with captions like, "This is art." Fashion experts predict that Jin's outfit, especially the metallic trousers, will inspire a wave of reinterpreted looks for spring-summer lines next year. Hybe has issued a short statement, thanking Gucci for trusting Jin's global influence and affirming that this is only the beginning of a multi-dimensional partnership rooted in aesthetic innovation. Jin himself has not yet commented publicly on the release, but then again, he doesn't need to. His expression in the image says everything. Calm, deliberate, powerful. A gaze that doesn't seek approval, it defines it. With this bold new look, Jin has once again shattered expectations, not with noise, but with elegance that demands silence. And now, the fashion world watches, breathless. Because when Jin walks into a room, even in lace and silver, the world stops to admire how he always leads by grace. Within 24 hours of the photo's release, Gucci's global press offices reported an unprecedented spike in search traffic connected to the keywords Jin BTS, Gucci metallic pants, and lace long coat male. Fashion retailers across Asia and Europe noted a dramatic uptick in customer interest for similar textures and silhouettes, proving that Jin's influence is not just aesthetic, but economic. In Seoul's Apgujeong and Tokyo's Omotesando districts, high-end boutiques reported that metallic trousers and hand-knit outerwear had suddenly become their most requested styling pieces. This phenomenon is already being called the Jin effect by marketing analysts, a rare instance where a single image sparks a multi-industry ripple, affecting retail, editorial planning, influencer styling, and even design school curriculum. Gucci's own merchandising team is reportedly considering launching an SJ capsule line inspired by this look, with special limited pieces to be sold exclusively in flagship locations. More telling, perhaps, is the response from within the fashion elite. Legendary designer Tom Ford posted the image on his personal channel with the caption, "Now this is how you bring back romance in fashion. Bravo, Gucci. Bravo, Jin." Similarly, British Vogue editor-in-chief Edward Enninful reposted the campaign preview on Instagram stories with 3 simple words: power, poise, Seokjin. This kind of validation from global fashion authorities reinforces what armies have always known: Jin isn't merely a celebrity wearing clothes, he is reshaping what it means to wear them. The look itself has sparked a wider conversation about masculinity in luxury branding. For too long, male ambassadors were confined to leather suits, bold tailoring, and the tired tropes of alpha iconography. Jin, in contrast, walked into the frame in soft fabrics, ethereal glow, and unapologetic grace. The lace outerwear, so delicately crafted it appears almost fragile, stood in complete harmony with the bold, futuristic sheen of the pants. The tension, the contrast, the confidence, it all becomes part of the message. You can be soft and strong at once. At a moment when the fashion world is searching for meaning beyond trends, Jin's appearance offers clarity. He doesn't scream for attention, he invites you in. He doesn't perform fashion, he inhabits it. And that, perhaps, is what makes him the ideal muse for this new Gucci era. Sources close to Hype confirm that the shoot was conducted in almost complete secrecy. Jin is said to have worked directly with Gucci's visual directors, providing input not only on the styling but also on lighting, background, and photographic tone. He wanted it to feel honest, one insider shared. Not dramatic, not forced, just elegant, the way he naturally is. It is this intentionality that separates Jin from the crowd. In an industry full of manufactured personas, Jin's authenticity radiates. Every detail, the soft curl in his hair, the barely there lip tint, the calm strength in his eyes feels chosen, yet effortless. He is no longer just a part of the fashion conversation. He is the conversation. And now, as the countdown begins toward the full release of the Stillness Divided by Movement Gucci campaign, fans and fashion enthusiasts alike brace for what's to come. There are whispers of a second visual drop this time, featuring Jin in a moonlit vineyard wearing tailored silk robes, and a rumored campaign film with dialogue narrated by Jin himself, in both Korean and English. But perhaps the most exciting part is this. This is only the beginning. Jin has returned to the global spotlight, not with a roar, but with a whisper that echoes louder than any scream. His image, now immortalized in one of the most iconic luxury campaigns of the year, will stand as a testament to everything he embodies: timelessness, elegance, and a new kind of quiet power. And for those watching from the sidelines, fashion editors, aspiring designers, longtime armies, and curious onlookers, one thing is certain. Jin isn't following the runway, he is redefining it. In the days following the campaign's preview, luxury fashion houses around the world have been forced to confront a new reality. Kim Seokjin is not just a brand ambassador, he is a cultural phenomenon. Not with flash, not with controversy, but with grace that leaves the room breathless. Editorials are already being rewritten to make space for what many are calling the Jin Renaissance. Highs Nobiety described the Gucci reveal as a silent revolution in male fashion narratives, praising the decision to blank, highlight lace, shimmer, and gemstone jewelry on a male figure who radiates both humility and strength. GQ Korea went further, declaring, "If this is what post-military masculinity looks like, the world is about to change and Jin is leading the charge." Back home in South Korea, Jin's fashion moment has become a point of national pride. Netizens flooded online communities like the Coup and Naver with praise, calling the look flawless, angelic yet commanding, and the aesthetic blueprint for a modern king. Korean broadcasters have already aired segments breaking down each element of the outfit, from the hand-knitted lacework to the tailoring of the holographic pants. One viral post compared Jin's Gucci look to Hwarang traditional Korean warrior poets, calling him a 21st century embodiment of beauty and dignity. What's striking is how natural it all feels. There is no sense of reinvention or costume in Jin's presentation, only evolution. He doesn't abandon who he was, he elevates it. The visual continuity from his past red carpet moments to this Gucci debut tells a story not of sudden transformation, but of thoughtful progression. The boy who once wore cozy airport sweaters and understated blazers now graces the world in lace and light, but it's the same soul, only more luminous. And Gucci knew exactly what they were doing. According to internal sources, Jin was not selected because of trends or follow accounts, but because of emotional resonance. As one Gucci executive put it, Seokjin's face doesn't just sell, it tells a story. That story, a blend of resilience, warmth, and enduring calm, is exactly what Gucci hopes to capture in a fashion world that is craving authenticity more than ever. Gucci has also hinted that the campaign will expand into experiential spaces. In 2026, flagship stores in New York, Seoul, and Paris will feature interactive Jin rooms, immersive installations that blend fashion, sound, and scent to allow fans and customers to step into the mood of the campaign. In Seoul, it will include an art installation inspired by Jin's Moon and Epiphany performances, reimagined through lighting design and floral sculpture. The New York space will feature AR mirrors that let visitors try on Jin's campaign outfit virtually, while the Paris edition will include handwritten letters from Jin displayed in Gucci's private archive. Meanwhile, fans have taken it upon themselves to amplify the moment in their own way. Across social platforms, they've begun hosting digital exhibitions of fan-made fashion illustrations, style analysis threads, and even essays exploring Jin's influence on redefining male softness in global media. There is a sense of ownership in the air, not over Jin, but over the culture he has inspired. This, perhaps, is the clearest sign of his impact. He's not just being celebrated, he's being studied. As we await the full release of the Stillness Divided by Movement campaign and all that follows, one thing is clear: this is no longer just about fashion. It's about legacy. A legacy where elegance speaks louder than ego, where beauty is quiet, but never silent, where lace and leather can exist in the same breath, where being gentle is the most radical act of strength. And at the center of it all stands Jin, unshaken, luminous, and timeless. The world may call it a campaign, but to millions, it's a revolution. And Jin didn't just wear it, he became it.